Hey there, I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'd like to try something new. I want to try to speak with you candidly. I want to talk to you in an unfiltered way, which is to say without edits, without any background music, without video footage. Just you and me, I want you to see who I really am. I want you to see how I talk. I want you to see me, right? Not this polished version of me through clever edits, but the real me. And hopefully this helps us connect on a much deeper level. I feel authenticity is really important these days. And so that's how I want to be with you, my authentic self, without editing anything out. This is something that I'm not used to doing for obvious reasons. I have a speech impediment, and if you've been following me for a while, you already know that. I'm usually very open about this. And as a trading psychology educator, I've always been wary about delivering my content like that, raw, uncut, unfiltered, because, I've always felt like it would diminish my message, mainly about the importance of trading psychology. So again, this is new to me. We'll see how it goes. Today I want to talk about an important trading skill that you don't hear about a lot. And in fact, this one thing could improve significantly your ability to trade the market. This one skill. It could help you spot your trades with greater objectivity. It could help you improve your trade execution. It could help you manage your trades with greater detachment and discipline and patience and sort of a greater level of perspective. So what is that mystery skill I'm talking about? Well, here it is. It's concentration. It's the ability to direct your mind to one single object and to focus all your energy on that one object and that one object alone. Concentration. Let me say this again, but differently and hopefully a little better. Concentration is the ability to direct your mind to one single object and to focus all your energy on that one object. Concentration is the ability to release your thoughts and emotions from all other interests and involvements, and to just focus your mind on one object, one single object of attention. That's what it is, in short. Concentration is so important in trading. It's extremely important because it is the basis for discipline and patience, and so it's at the heart of effective, profitable trading, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but it seems like these days everything in our world is speeding up. There are so many things constantly competing for your attention, like social media and YouTube and TV, games. And smartphones make these distractions readily available in our pockets. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that most people are overstimulated just because of the amount of information coming to their senses, competing for their attention. I would even go on a limb and say that this is the worst period in history for developing concentration skills. Because there are just so many distractions, and we're not taught concentration skills as kids in schools, at home, or wherever. In fact, nobody even tells us how important, how crucial such a skill is in life. I mean, your ability to concentrate determines the direction of your life, really. It shapes success, professionally, socially, financially. And so, coming back to trading, even the people who you've learned trading from might never have told you about the importance of concentration. I'm willing to bet that struggling traders have terrible concentration skills. And it is one of the main reasons why they fail to be predictably profitable in the market. To give you a simple idea of how terrible this epidemic is, when I write blog posts, I have to make sure that I use simple words, short paragraphs, right? Because people, if I don't, people then don't read my work, you know? And if they do read it, they'll just glance over the article and miss half of the information I'm trying to share. Same thing with YouTube. When creators don't edit their videos in a way that caters to people's short attention span, well, they don't get views. People just don't watch. By the way, if you're still here, congrats. But I mean, you get the point. This digital age we live in, it's great. You know, it makes information more and more accessible and easy to consume, and it makes entertainment really available, you know, in your pocket, instantly. But at the same time, you're paying a cost that you're not seeing. It's weakening your attention span. You can't direct your attention on one thing anymore, and one thing only. At least I'm willing to bet that you can do it for very long. It's because it's become more and more difficult for you to do so. Well, in short, you're addicted. You're addicted to cheap dopamine shots. So you constantly pull out your phone and you check your P&L, right? You check what the market is doing, what trader XYZ is saying and doing on Twitter. Quite frankly, the reward center of your brain that releases and regulates dopamine, the happy hormone, well, it's so messed up. I mean, there's no other way to put this. It's causing you to seek more and more short-term emotional gratification, more and more cheap dopamine shots at the expense of your long-term goals. In other words, you can't stand discomforts for too long. You want to feel good now. You want results fast. You want things to move at your pace, the one you have in your mind and have conditioned your body to seek. And so this, what's the word? This proclivity for short-term emotional gratification, it determines the mediocre results that most traders get in the market, okay? It really does. If you hesitate to pull the trigger on your trades, if you can't let winning trades run their full course, if short-term profits get you ahead and make you overly ecstatic, if short-term losses, get your heart and make you overly depressed, then there's a problem with your trading psychology. It's not conducive to consistency in the market. And concentration is the first mental skill that you need to develop to change that. But because short-term emotional gratification is now the norm of your mind, that's what you've practiced and reinforced for years and years, you will have to do certain things that help you sort of reclaim back, little by little, some of that lost power of concentration. This is very important because, again, this unproductive habit pattern of your mind to seek short-term emotional gratification at the expense of long-term goals, well, it's part of who you are, you know? And so naturally, it gets expressed in the market where the stakes are high. And that's why you make short-sighted, emotions-based trading errors. It's your short-term mindset, okay? And good trading requires a different approach, a different mentality, a different trading psychology. So, once again, concentration is very important. It's the foundation upon which discipline, patience, and all the rest stands on. Now the question becomes, how do you practice that? How do you reinforce it? How do you strengthen, develop your powers of concentration? Well, the good news is that concentration is like a muscle. The more you practice it, the more you strengthen it, the stronger it becomes. Here's a simple way to do that, to strengthen and build your concentration skills. Just sit comfortably or lay down on the floor or on the couch or on the bed. You could choose to close your eyes or have them open. My personal experience with this is that it's easier for me to concentrate when my eyes are slightly closed, gazing down at the floor on a single point. Because when I close my eyes, I tend to go on into more of a sort of meditative state. And but what we're doing here is it's a concentration exercise. You want to be present here, grounded in this reality, focused on one single object. But I mean, it's really up to you. You could close your eyes if you want to. But from then, just focus on your breathing. Feel the air coming in and out through your nostrils. Focus on all the little details, the sensations of warmth, of cold. Focus on the pace of your breath, the inflection points between each inhale and each exhale. Feel it all. Be present with it all. And the moment you feel you're getting pulled into thinking, gently bring your attention back to the object of focus, which is the breath. Now, your object of focus doesn't have to be the breath. It could be anything, really. It could be a candlelight. It could be a point on the wall. You could stare into somebody else's eyes. I like to do this personally with my partner every now and then. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a repetitive task. The moment you notice you got distracted or about to get distracted, you gently bring your attention back to the object of focus. And very important, as you do so, you try not to lose patience. If you feel impatient or frustrated because you're repeatedly getting lost in thought, view this as another distraction. And so with vigilance and with force, yet kindness, redirect your attention back to the object of focus. I feel this is the main difficulty when doing this exercise. It's the inevitable distractions that get generated by your mind. Our thoughts, they just pop in and out of existence. They're random, uninvited, and they distract us from reaching a state of complete absorption. And This is very normal. That's what our minds like to do. That's they like to think, okay? So it's very important to be patient with yourself and the whole process. Look, you're not going to get good at this exercise straight from the get-go, okay? So again, concentration is a muscle. It's an ability that needs to be built and cultivated daily, consistently, or else it gets lost. So to restate this one more time, you need to develop the ability to stabilize your mind, to focus it on one thing. Because trading demands it, okay? Without such an ability, you're basically, it's hard to be successful in this field. Your mind will jump from thought to thought, from emotion to emotion. Your attention will just go everywhere, always seeking short-term emotional, psychological gratification. You won't be able to maintain a sort of long-term view, right? A long-term focus on your goals. And you'll constantly beat yourself up for not being disciplined enough or patient. Okay? For making stupid trading errors, mistakes that could have been avoided. I mean, it's quite debilitating. Okay? And I've been through this personally. So this is a very practical and result-oriented exercise that I've just given you. Listen, reading trading psychology books just doesn't cut it, okay? Unfortunately, it's not enough. These are helpful, of course, but you need practical exercises like the one I've just given you to better your trading psychology. Bruce Lee famously said, knowing ain't enough. Willing, motivation, enthusiasm, ambition, those two aren't enough. You must do. Paraphrasing. You must do. This goes at the core of what I'm trying to express here. Don't spend all your time with theory, okay? You need to practice. As you keep doing this little exercise, and 5 to 10 minutes a day is plenty enough, but ideally you could do it before your formal meditation practice or after, if you have one, of course, and I hope you do. But as you keep doing this little exercise, you're going to notice a big change in your ability to focus, and this will directly impact your trading, your ability to notice patterns and spot opportunities. You'll notice a big change in your level of patience and discipline. You'll find it easier to sort of let your profits run and to wait for your opportunities in the market without panicking or stressing or whatnot. So this is very helpful. But as with anything, consistency is key. You must make this little concentration building exercise a daily habit. In addition, here are 3 important things you should do. Number 1, structure the way you use your phone. Your phone is one of the main culprits behind your weak ability to concentrate. So do your very best to spend less time on your phone. Resist the urge, okay? When you feel bored or uncomfortable or restless, resist the urge to pull your phone out of your pocket. Try to stay with your discomfort, right? Observe your discomforts, your restlessness. Befriend them. Befriend them, yes. Change your relationship with yourself. So that's number 1. Number 2, seek to practice and refine your powers of concentration in everything that you do. For instance, when you're trading, be with the process fully, be detailed oriented, make sure nobody or nothing bothers you during that time. When you're doing the dishes, same thing, be with the task, right? I personally don't like to do the dishes. So when I'm forced to do them, I focus on my discomforts. I focus on the movements of my hands, right? On the feeling of the water on my skin and the soap. I'm present with the whole experience, and it makes it much easier and interesting. Plus, it's sharpening my powers of concentration because I'm there, focused on the task fully. What else? When you're talking to someone, or when someone is talking to you, be present. Don't pull out your phone, right? Listen, pay attention. Try to understand what that person is saying, where they're coming from. Doing that will also tell you a lot about who they are and what they're up to. Pay attention so you can respond thoughtfully, wisely, not impulsively. Again, practice concentration in every situation of your life. Number 3, being concentrated is great, but take breaks. Look, it's difficult to concentrate on one thing for an extended period of time. Concentration is a wasting asset. It depletes over time. And for it to recharge, you need to take breaks, okay? So allow yourself to recover. For instance, if you're focused on one activity, say trading, you need to limit your screen time. It's a big mistake to think that you have to trade all the time, right? I personally limit my screen time. I trade in the morning only, but during that time, I'm laser focused, man. I'm with the process, and there's no phone, no cat videos, there's no TV. In fact, I even have this thing with my partner where we don't talk to each other in the morning unless there's something important. So during the trading session, I'm there with my trading process. Mind, body, spirit, and market are all aligned. So, it's helpful to see concentration as a muscle. If you want to grow bigger biceps and develop a sort of broader shoulder and chest, you need consistency. So these steps are important because you want to strengthen your concentration skills, and you don't want to do it with the one exercise I gave you, right? And then on the other hand, continue to sustain bad habits like pulling out your phone and not being present. Those habits that actually weaken your concentration skills. It'd be like taking one step back, one step forward and 2 steps back. And so that wouldn't be productive. So it's really a lifestyle change that I'm encouraging you to make here. I think if success as a trader is important to you, you'll find a way to do it. I'm sure you've heard the saying, time is your most precious asset. I kind of disagree. I personally believe that your attention is your most precious asset. Your attention. Because without the ability to direct your attention where it matters the most, you're just wasting your time. So work on making your mind your ally, not your enemy, and you'll begin to notice some amazing changes, some amazing progress in your trading. Of course, provided you have a winning trading strategy or system, but that should go without saying. I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to see more of these long format trading psychology lessons, raw, unfiltered, one take, uncut, let me know in the comment section. I'll do my best I know I've promised weekly videos on this channel, meditations or trading psychology lessons. It's been really hard to manage that lately. Because I'm a trader first and a content creator second, not the other way around. So it's been hard for me to keep up, especially since I now manage a much bigger fund than I used to for myself and my clients. There's a certain level of rigor and accountability that goes into my process now. Again, it's been very hard lately to produce content for this YouTube channel. But I promise I'm going to work on that. Yeah, I enjoy sharing. And so subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell to stay updated. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Take care now.